Before everything fell apart, she was the girl who made millions stay up past midnight just to watch her eat. Her name was Anna Whitmore. With icy blonde hair, soft green eyes, and the kind of laugh that made people feel like home, she sat in front of massive trays of food, took dainty bites, and whispered, "Okay guys, let's dig in." And just like that, TikTok fell in love. Her videos were short, clean, and oddly comforting. No gimmicks, no fake drama, just a pretty girl in a pastel sweater devouring buttered noodles or spicy wings while talking about her day. The comments flooded in. "Can't sleep without your videos. It's like eating with a best friend. You're so real, so calming." Anna had been a receptionist at a nutrition clinic in Portland before all this. She lived alone, spent weekends with puzzles and pizza, and never planned on being seen by more than 5 people at a time, let alone 5 million. Her first TikTok? A bored little experiment during quarantine. She filmed herself eating leftover pancakes on her couch, wearing a messy bun and no makeup. It hit 80,000 views in 24 hours. By the end of the week, she had 500,000 followers. A month later, she quit her job and moved to Los Angeles. She was 27, 5 feet 6, 115 pounds. Pale skin, soft features, always wore neutral-toned outfits and natural makeup. She was the girl next door, but digital. On camera, she radiated gentle confidence, but behind the ring light and pastel backdrops, things were already shifting. Her face got rounder, her arms a bit fuller. She started wearing oversized shirts and filming only from the chest up. Viewers noticed. "She's glowing. That weight gain suits you, Queen. You look so comfy and happy." Nobody asked why. Nobody asked who was filming. Behind the phone, always silent, always watching, was Brian. Her boyfriend, her manager, her everything, and the beginning of her end. The first pill was pale pink, small, smooth, harmless looking. Brian handed it to her before a food marathon shoot, a 3-part TikTok challenge where she had to finish a 3,000-calorie platter in under 10 minutes. He said,
"It's just a supplement. It'll help you push through, boosts appetite, keeps your energy up. TikTok loves these crazy binge vids."
Anna hesitated. He smiled, kissed her forehead, and added,
"You don't have to take it, but you looked so tired last time, and it's not a good look for the algorithm."
She took it. That day, she finished the entire tray. Didn't even feel full. The video hit 2 million views in under 12 hours. The comments poured in. "Iconic. I don't know how she eats like that and still looks cute. She's built different." Anna told herself it was fine. Just one pill. Just this once. That if she wanted to compete with the Korean mukbangers and food-themed ASMR pages blowing up on TikTok, she had to evolve. "TikTok is ruthless," he said. "No one cares if you're tired. They only care if you're trending." Anna believed him, because it was easier than believing the truth. Her face got rounder. Her jawline faded. She stopped wearing crop tops, started filming from chest up. Brian said it made her look softer, more relatable, real, and TikTok ate it up. Every new clip hit harder than the last. A cheese tower challenge, 4 million views. A spicy ramen gauntlet duet, 6.8 million. She even trended under hashtag #SlayAnna for a week straight after downing a bucket of fried chicken while barely blinking. The comments were euphoric. "She's a goddess. No one does mukbang like Anna. This is comfort content. Don't ever change." And she didn't, because now she couldn't. The pills were a daily ritual. Brian controlled the doses. She didn't even know the names anymore. Just colors, textures, what made her sleepy, what made her ravenous, what kept her skin from breaking out on camera. Her skin was puffy, her eyes dull, her breath shallow. She started sweating through every top she wore, even in air conditioning. Her legs ached from sitting too long. Her back creaked when she leaned over the food trays. But the likes never slowed, the money got better, and Brian's tone got colder. When she said she needed a break, he scoffed.
"You're lucky people still care. TikTok forgets people overnight."
When she said she felt sick, he tossed her a green tablet and walked away. Anna stopped texting friends, stopped opening DMs, stopped answering her mom's calls because hearing her voice made her feel like she was lying just by existing. She didn't cry, not yet. She still had her hair, her followers, her brand. But inside, something was unraveling.
It started with a sentence. They were in the kitchen. Anna had just finished filming a 10,000-calorie cheat day challenge. Her shirt was soaked through, her hands greasy, her face flushed. She sat slumped in the chair, barely chewing the last bite of donut in her hand. Brian stood across from her, sipping coffee like he hadn't just watched her eat for an hour. He leaned against the counter, tilted his head. "What if we shaved your head?" Anna blinked, thought she misheard. "What?" He smiled, not kindly. "You've done everything else. You've eaten octopus, bathed in melted cheese, passed out mid-live once. But this?" He pointed to her hair. "This is still safe, predictable. Same Anna, same look. But what if we change the game?" She stared at him. "You're joking." "Nope. Picture it. Mukbanger shaves head on TikTok Live. The views alone," he whistled low. "Millions, instantly. You'd go viral globally. It's brave, raw, rebranding, total reinvention." "I'm not shaving my head for content," she muttered. He shrugged. "Why not? You said it yourself. Views are dipping. People are getting bored. You want to fade into the algorithm?" She stood up, breath shaking. Her voice was small, but firm. "No, it's my face, my body. I won't do it." Brian stepped forward, voice calm, calculated. "Then maybe I shouldn't be doing this anymore." "Doing what?" "Us. Helping. Managing. Everything." His voice was low, final. "You're not the only one people want to see eat, Anna. You're not that irreplaceable." She felt it then. Not anger, not fear, but that slow, sick twist in her stomach that only came when you realized someone never loved you, they just used you well. He walked out, left the ring light on, left the door open, and the threat hanging in the air like smoke. He left. For a day, maybe two. Anna didn't ask where. She didn't care. She was too busy staring at the mirror, at her swollen cheeks, the breakouts along her jawline, the way their eyes had sunken behind a mask of exhaustion. Blocked out the noise, until the knock came. 3 taps, casual, almost polite. She opened the door to Brian and someone else. The girl beside him looked shiny. That's the only word Anna could find. Shiny lips, shiny hair, skin tight like it had been scrubbed raw and resprayed. She carried a silver case with her. Anna recognized it instantly. A stylist's kit. Brian smiled, cold and easy. "You didn't want to go through with it, so I found someone who would." Anna stepped back. "You're kidding." "Nope. She's here to help you. You'll look incredible. And let's be honest, this is the only play you've got left." Anna's heart pounded in her ears. "Get out, both of you." Brian didn't move, just stared at her like she was a stubborn camera that wouldn't focus. "You think you still have control? The lease on the apartment is in my name. The TikTok account? My email, my bank. The brand deals? They reply to me." "You don't own me," she whispered. "No, but I own the version of you that makes money." Anna's throat tightened. The other woman was already inside, setting up her tools like this was a scheduled shoot. Brian leaned closer, voice low. "This isn't punishment, it's performance. And you're just late to your cue." He closed the door behind him. Anna didn't scream, didn't run. She simply backed into the corner of her own home and realized she was no longer the star of her show. She was just the prop. They didn't hold her down. They didn't have to. Anna sat in the chair like she'd been trained for it her whole life, back straight, shoulders tight, hands clenched in her lap. Brian stood behind the phone on a tripod, adjusting the frame. The other girl hummed softly, snapping on black gloves like she was about to perform surgery. Her hair was still damp from the shower, long, blonde, familiar. The last piece of herself she hadn't sold to the algorithm. She tried to speak. Nothing came out. The clippers buzzed louder. "Ready?" the girl asked, almost kindly. Anna didn't answer. She closed her eyes.
Chunk after chunk of blonde fell to her lap, slid off her thighs, clung to her socks. Her skin prickled with every vibration of the blade. It burned, itched. The air felt colder by the second. Tears welled before the second pass. By the third, they rolled down both cheeks. She didn't sob. She didn't scream. She simply shook, silently, while her identity was stripped away in mechanical, methodical lines. Brian didn't flinch, didn't blink. He was watching through the screen, not at her, not Anna, just the video, just the metrics. "Good angle," he muttered. The girl with the clippers wiped the sweat from Anna's brow and smiled, like she was helping a friend. Anna didn't move. She stared at her reflection in the phone screen, barely recognizable. A buzzed scalp, puffy cheeks, red, raw eyes. What she saw was not sadness. It was erasure. And finally, when the last strip of hair fell away, she broke. Not in a loud cinematic wail, just a whisper. "I'm not here anymore." Brian looked up. "What?" But she didn't answer, because she wasn't talking to him. She was saying goodbye to herself. After the clipper stopped, They left. Brian uploaded the footage. The girl packed up her tools. No one said goodbye. The apartment was quiet again. Too quiet. Hair covered the floor like a funeral shroud. Anna sat in the chair for a long time after they were gone, unmoving, her scalp still tingling, her cheeks sticky with dried tears. Her body felt distant. Not violated, not destroyed, just hollow. She didn't turn on the lights. She didn't check her phone. She didn't exist. Until she froze. Another knock. Gentle, cautious. And then a voice. Hi. I live next door. My name's Elliot. The voice was calm, male, mid-30s. Something about it felt real, human. I didn't mean to intrude, I just heard something. I don't know if you're okay, but if you need anything, water, a charger, someone to just be there, I'm across the hall. Anna didn't answer. She couldn't. Her throat burned, her knees were weak, her eyes welled again. But when she finally found the strength to approach the door, he was already gone. She opened it anyway, and on the floor, someone had left a small folded towel, a bottle of cold water, and the note that read, "You're not invisible. You're not content. You're still a person. I see you." Anna held the note in shaking hands. She didn't know this man, but he had done what no one else had. He'd looked at her. Not the frame, not the lighting, not the views. Her. And for the first time in months, she cried. Not from fear, but from relief.
The next morning, Anna didn't film. She didn't rehearse, didn't pick a trending sound, didn't open TikTok. She opened her camera roll instead. Scrolled past thousands of clips of herself, eating, laughing, gasping, apologizing. She watched one in silence. She didn't recognize the girl in the frame. Not really. That girl smiled through swollen eyes, hid panic behind sauce-drenched noodles, let herself be consumed in pieces, 30 seconds at a time. Anna stared at her, then pressed delete. Then she opened the TikTok app, went to her profile. 1.7 million followers, 98.3 million likes. She hovered over the delete account button for a long time. Her hand shook, but this time, not from fear. She shut off the phone, and for the first time in months, the silence was comforting. A week later, the apartment was empty. Brian was gone, the brand packages stopped coming. The ring light was unplugged and shoved in a closet. Anna started walking. Just outside at first, hoodie up, eyes low. But people didn't stare. No one asked about the hair, no one tried to record her. She wasn't viral anymore. She was free. She found a job at a small coffee shop 2 blocks away. Early mornings, minimum wage, sore feet. But no scripts, no clout, no cameras. Just warmth and the smell of cinnamon muffins. Sometimes she saw Elliot. He'd wave, she'd wave back. Nothing more, nothing forced. One day he held the door open for her and said simply, "You look like yourself again." Anna smiled, and for once, it wasn't for anyone else. In the end, no one filmed her recovery. There was no trending sound, no "get ready with me" for healing. But that's okay, because real healing isn't a performance. It's waking up with no script. It's choosing not to share. It's looking in the mirror with no filter, no edit, and saying, "This is enough."